the venue's like on the 3rd or 4th floor, so like the line would be all the way down, right through like on the street, like on this busy ass street. And you can see the Cathedral of Learning, which is right there, which is the big monument for the University of Pittsburgh.
Tell me why you feel this way. Things won't be the same now that you're... No. Oh my God.
I grew up in the Pittsburgh music scene in a very integral time period. It was like right when the pop punk music scene had hit.
Yeah. One thing you guys should know is I have arachnophobia out the fucking ass, and I'm not going in there. Growing up in the music scene, well, I really didn't know what the music scene was when we first started playing. Are you sure I don't look like a douchebag? I feel like I look like a douchebag right now.
You don't look like a douchebag.
I feel like Hank Hill right now, dude.
You don't look like a douchebag. I wouldn't let something douchey ever get rid of.
That's not true.
Our friend Donald would always put on shows, and he would always stand here. I remember my dad met him, and my dad to this day always asks me, "You ever see that Donald fellow anymore?" I remember my first big show I went to, which was Punchline in the starting line in 2004. When I think of the scene, I think of bands like Punchline and Anti-Flag and the Juliana Theory.
We all love bands like Blink and Newfound and bands like Lit and The Offspring.
If there's one album that is responsible for my entire music everything, this is it.
I think the cool thing about shows back then is they literally happened anywhere.
Club Angels was the genesis of everything. There was something going to happen that was impactful in my life. This is it. This is Club Angels, what used to be Club Angels. Club Angels was owned by a really nice woman named Renee, and she was awesome. She was kind of a gatekeeper, I guess you could say, for kids that wanted to start playing in bands and playing live music. This is the side entrance here. This is where we would load all the gear in. Holy shit. Wow. Wow, this is so different. This exact hallway right here was the first time I met Rishi. And he was giving a girl tickets and we saw boobs. It was awesome.
It forced everybody to get in the car and travel and just meet a bunch of people, and I think that was a really cool thing.
We would have our mom's Nokia cell phones and wear Dickie shorts and big belt buckles, and I just felt like I belonged. Kind of felt like I found my place. I found my scene. The scene was instrumental, I think, in shaping who I am, which is really good looking and smart, intelligent, creative, and that's it.
It's so funny coming here because my memory of this place is just loading all of our gear into my friend's mom's minivan and her dropping us off here and just kind of looking around and being kind of fucking terrified to drive away and let us stay here. But this was our first rehearsal space. There was like a control board right through this hallway. The hardest thing about being in a band today is just probably trying to balance just everything.
Everything's different in terms of technology, communication, how the band is marketed. Obviously technology changed the way that people listen to music and consume music.
We're getting older. There's a need to be around for your family, and your friends are getting older, and there's tons of events going on. People are getting married.
I think that it's really hard today because there's not one uniform industry standard where people go. I think the biggest challenge for me is just trying to keep up with it.
So it's juggling just everything.
So how do you get the music one click away? That's the big challenge for me. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is the brand new Awkward Phase album. The hottest joint on the street, yo!
Awkward Phase. I think at this point in my life, it's again like referring back to just how to juggle everything, whether it's your job and your family and the band and all that stuff.
It's the biggest production I've ever been part of. It's the highest standard. Rishi writes a majority of the lyrics and the messages. For me, the album kind of came to fruition where I'm so sick of people asking me, "Oh, are you still in that band?" A lot of people think that being in a band at our size and our level is we should have grown out of years ago.
Even trying to date nowadays, you're going on dates, you're telling girls like, "Oh, hey, I play in this band." You tell them what kind of music you play. They kind of look at you like you're this juvenile soul.
This is my workbench. Workbench.
The irony is that I don't think I'm ever going to grow out of it in some capacity. It's just as important to me as it was 10 years ago or 5 years ago or 2 years ago. And this isn't a phase. This is a lifestyle in many ways.
That's one of the best parts about being in the band is I communicate with what he tries to say. I feel like I have a spokesman saying the words that I can't say.
And hug me, and kiss me, and embrace me. Maybe we have sex, maybe we don't. I don't know.
My favorite song on the album is We Still Have Our Stories. It has really cool mid-tempo feel to it, and there's some cool rhythm changes. And I think dynamically that song has the most to offer.
A song called Harder to Stay. Like a lot of my friends who left Pittsburgh were like, oh, you know, you need to sympathize with me. Like, it's super hard to leave Pittsburgh and leave your hometown. And my argument back to those people was, no, it's not. It's much harder to stay in your hometown and deal with kind of the bullshit of your town changing and people changing, you know, family getting older and being there for them.
I really like 18. It's a great pop song and it's very relatable. I love Hung Up on Hope. I think everybody can kind of place themselves in a category where they want something and the best they can do is imagine themselves having it.
My least favorite song? Fuck, dude, I don't have one. They're all great. Seriously, they're all really good.
I don't have any songs that I hate because every song on the album is awesome.
Final question, why is Rishi such a great person? What makes him so sexy and makes him so just likable all around?
And one of my friends, I went to his apartment here and I opened up his door and the same pillar was still there. So like the original pillars for the venue are in people's apartments. Kids who are really living here like have no idea how many shows, how many mosh pits, how many people puked in the same place that they're sleeping, so. This is Club Laga. Can't get past it. Door is locked, key needed to enter.
My name's Andy.
My name is Joe.
My name is Rishi.
And Ralph's practice space.
Club Laga, the DIY venue, Club Angels,
Is my awkward phase.
my awkward face.
And this was, is, will always be my awkward thing.